I miss my old intro. Hello, my wonderful pre-AP class. You're just staring at me now.
Linear relationships. Now, I know we have other videos called linear relationships, but this one we went ahead and put review for CA2 because that's really what this is. We're just going to kind of review for you.
We're just going to take everything we learned with linear relationships and boom, it's a video.
Well, we're going to try.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I would go back and rewatch the other ones also.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing about that.
They get to rewatch our lessons. That's why I love this concept.
Me too. I love it.
We will solve linear relationships by making tables, graphs, and writing equations. That sounds familiar.
I know. I feel like we should just copy paste.
Right. Steepness. This is kind of something we haven't really touched on too much, but a little bit. What does steepness mean? It means like, how steep is Miss Green's hand?
I shouldn't put my thumb in it. How steep is this? Is steeper.
That's
than
steeper than
this.
that. So like if I was, wait, where'd the hand go? If I was the little skiing guy going up the hill,
puff, puff.
How much would I puff going this way versus how much am I gonna puff going this way?
Right. So the steeper it is,
the harder it is to go up that hill.
Right.
So if that steepness is here versus here, this one's steeper.
I hope you'll understand our little hand and pen. Because we did it in class with our arms.
Yeah, true. Totally.
Okay, so let's take a look at these
Let's
two.
look at these two.
No. You like skipped our whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Remember?
Oh.
Okay, so here, let's look at our slopes. What's our slope for the first one?
Our slope is 3.
Okay, so 3 right here. And then the slope for the second one?
1/4.
Okay, so I want you to make a hypothesis.
Hypothesis. We're pulling in science.
I know. I want to know, based on the slope, think about what we just finished talking about. The steeper, which one's going to be steeper? The bigger the slope or the smaller the slope? So think about that for a second. Pause your video if you want to ponder on it a little bit. And now we're going to prove it to you.
Yes.
Yeah. We're
pondered. You're pondered.
Okay, so we're just going to graph them for you so we can show you the difference.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to graph in pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I putting this at 4, Miss Green?
Because my y-intercept, it is positive 4.
Positive 4. Woohoo. And then I'm going to go up 3 over 1. Because I ran out of room, I'm just going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3. Do you have a ruler? Is that what you're reaching for? Oh, you're amazing.
You're weird like that.
I am weird like that. I want my line to be straight and pretty, even though it's a human-made graph.
Okay, this is a pretty steep line. Like, I would not want to ski down.
I wouldn't want to ski up that.
Either way, ski up or
that would make a lot of puffing happen.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so that is really, really steep.
That's steep.
Okay, so now let's look at the second one.
Okay.
This is with a bigger slope. This one has a smaller slope. So what
is my y-intercept first off? There is no y-intercept.
So it has direct variation. It's direct
variation. It's proportional.
Proportional, that's right.
The 1/4 is directly varies to the y.
Nice.
X directly. Yeah. Anyways, goes through 0. And then I'm going to go up 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4.
Up 1 over 4.
That's totally what I meant.
At least you did it right.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go down 1 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so look at the difference between our graphs.
Look at that.
This one looks like it would be pretty easy to climb.
Yeah, I could climb that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about football players. Like, would you rather do bear crawls on this?
Or bear crawls on this?
So just remember that the bigger your number, the steeper your hill or your line, the smaller the number or the slope, the less steep it is.
So steepness... Bigger steep.
Oh.
Smaller hill? Bigger steepness? I don't know.
Bigger steepness, maybe?
Bigger steepness?
Which I'm glad, because
bigger hill?
I'm glad it's not the opposite.
Bigger number, bigger hill.
Well, bigger hill, it could be... Never mind.
Trying.
Just know. Just know
Just know. And if you don't remember...
The bigger the number, the scarier the hill.
Bigger number, scarier the hill.
That
works.
Because it's steep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Moving on.
Is this proportional?
Okay, well, I don't know.
I don't know, because I've got a 3x plus a 4y equals a 0.
Dadgummit, what am I going to have to do with this?
Do I have to manipulate this equation?
Yes. It has to be the y equals to mx plus b form.
Okay, so y equals mx plus b. Oh, that's actually kind of easy.
I know.
So I'm going to have 3x plus 4y equals 0 minus 3x minus 3x.
This time.
You didn't. 4y equals negative 3x.
Oh, there it
is it okay that I took away that 0?
Well, let's see. If I've got 5 plus 0, isn't that just 5?
Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at
I'm just
negative 3y.
going to leave it that way, yeah.
Divide by 4, divide by 4. If you don't remember, we just did this in the last video, so that's why I'm going through it quickly. Y equals negative 3/4 x.
Can I leave it like this, though?
Yes.
You can, but it bothers you, I know. I'm just letting my students know that it's okay to leave it in this form if you want to, but this is the correct way to write it.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it all says the exact same thing.
Right. I'm just letting them know because they get a little nervous and they want to know exactly. But either one is right, but this is the more proper. This is the way you're going to see it. And you can see your slope better. It's kind of harder to see there.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go.
Now let's graph this. First off, before I even graph it, do you think it's proportional?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it goes through my y. It goes through my 0, 0.
But how do I know that?
Because
by
my
looking just
y-intercept,
right here.
No, it doesn't have a y-intercept.
That's what I was
Well, I
looking
mean, it does
for.
have a y-intercept, but
It's just
0.
it's plus 0.
Right.
So that means obviously it's proportional, but we're still going to graph it. So we know it goes through 0. I have to graph in pencil. I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3, over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one thing that you guys, I talk about in my classes, I don't know, Miss Green, if you talk about this. I know you do. The negative here, I know you guys know that means down and then over this way, but I also think about it, thinking about that slope, dude. It's gonna have to go this way.
I know. I kind of stopped talking about the because some people were like, was it a -4 also? You know what? Let's look at it as just a negative slope. A negative slope means it's going to go this way.
Yes.
So obviously you're going to have to go down and over that way.
Yeah.
So that's just how I see it.
When I started explaining the whole down and over, it kind of confused some of you. Just think about it. It's a negative slope. It has to be going this way.
So if you draw it and it's going this way and you know it's a negative, then you made a mistake.
Yes. So let's draw my little lines. Hey, this graph was really good. I made it through all my dots.
You did a great job with this.
Yeah, whoever drew that graph was phenomenal.
Whoever graphed those lines, those points.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
Right here, baby.
Right,
Right here.
yeah, boom.
Okay, here we go.
Now let's make the table out of this. We see it goes through.
Whoa! What? What? The table?
Yeah, table.
What? How do I? What am I gonna do with these numbers?
I'm gonna plug them into Y.
Are you gonna substitute the values?
You're gonna substitute the values.
Here we go.
Oh, by the way, looking at that, is that proportional?
It is.
Yes, because
Most
it went through
origin.
Yes. So now I'm going to substitute these values in. She was nice and didn't give you negative numbers. I'm usually not that nice.
I usually do, but I was in such a hurry because we had to go back to you guys. Anyway.
Yeah, you're outside. We're coming. So I've got y equals -3/4 x. What is -3/4 times 0?
0.
I'm going to write it down for you.
Even the 0 one?
Yeah.
Wow, you are nice.
Not normally. I usually do the negatives. Y equals -3/4 times 1.
-3/4.
Yay! Y equals -3/4 times 2.
Okay, you got to be careful with that tiny handwriting.
I know, but I don't have much space.
You got this space over here.
Okay.
Hopefully you guys can see. I have to just a little bit.
You have to actually move the camera. But then we can't see the table.
No, I got this. Watch.
Okay.
You keep
so y equals -3/4 times 2. 3 times 2 was 6 over 4, so -6 over 4, which is...
I wasn't paying attention because I'm looking at the camera.
-3/2.
All right, there we go. Okay, so then the 3, plug that one in.
Y equals -3/4 times 3. Is that better, Miss Green?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so then you just multiply -3 times
-3 times 3 is -9 over 4, which is simplified, so -9 over 4.
And I was going to say, right here, I think you said 6 and you wrote 3. Because -3.
No, I simplified it. 6 over 4, both divided by 2.
You did. Okay, I'm so focused on this camera that I'm like losing track. Okay, anyway, keep going.
I did that right? I simplified it.
Yeah, it's
okay.
because
It was -6 over 4.
Yeah, so -3 over 2. Yeah, you're right.
Now y equals -3/4 times 4. I think that one's even bigger.
That takes a lot of energy, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I know.
So -12 over 4 is -3.
There we go. And we're done.
That's it. Yay.
Okay.
Can we zoom back out and be
sorry.
normal again?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what is that y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1? What does that mean?
Slope.
That is our formula to find our slope. That is your rise over run. That is the change in y over the change in x.
Okay, keep in mind the change in y and the change in x. You gotta process that. Here we go.
There is a change. So we're looking for the slope.
I can just count.
You could just count. You could do your rise over run, which we've done
Which is
many
your
times.
change in y over your change in x. But we're going to do this because it's very specific.
It is very specific. So what we have is we've got our point of -3, -4, and our other point of 1, 4. I'm going to start with plugging it in. So I'm going to label this one as x2, y2, and this one is x1, y1. So now my y2 is -4 minus 4. Over my change in my x's, we've got x2, which is -3 minus 1. Now you have to be really careful. Make sure you do have these labeled properly. Yeah. Don't switch your x's and y's.
If this is 2, this is 2. If this is 1, this is 1.
Yes.
Either way, you got to be consistent.
Now, -4 minus 4 is...
-8.
Hold on.
No, it's good. Negative, yeah, it's good.
Negative. Yes, -8. Whew, it has been a long day. I can't subtract in my head.
So -3 minus 1 is
-4,
So
which is +2. So my slope is 2.
Right. Okay, so...
What if I was looking here?
Whoa, that is a very crooked... It's okay. It's okay. So really all you did is you looked at the vertical change.
Yes. Is it supposed to go through that line?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I think maybe I jacked it up. Okay. So we're looking at the vertical change,
so
which is your y. And you
vertically.
remember your y-axis is vertical, so you're looking at your vertical change
to your
over your horizontal
change.
Okay. Okay, I think.
So the vertical length and horizontal length.
Yep, that's all you're doing.
That's all we're doing?
You're
So if I were to
dividing-
count here, I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There we go.
And I'm going over 1, 2, 3. Hold on, there's another one.
That's what it is.
It was supposed to go through that line. 1, 2. No, I'm sorry, I was right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you were right.
We went over 4. So it was 8 over 4.
Which is 2.
Which equals 2. So remember those triangles we did? Use them if you have to.
And I know you guys are probably thinking, but I can just count. Yes, we know that. But there's just certain things you need to know. For example, the change in y over the change in x.
Anyways, we are out. We're going out to see you guys. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend.
Peace out.
Bye.